Well, it does go to show that the boss of the BBC isn't blind to it all, and he might actually have a sense of humour. I don't think he's on our team yet, but it does go to show he's not blind to it all. Look at what he said recently. Look at this. Tim Davie has applauded the BBC's plan of forcing people to pay the licence fee. The Director General of the BBC claimed that it's truly amazing that the broadcaster is pulling off forcing households to pay the licence fee. It is. It is truly amazing. Truly amazing. 13 quid a month, 159 quid a year to pay the BBC directly for the right to watch other channels that aren't the BBC. It's a great scam, and the fact that they're still pulling it off is amazing. So for the boss of the BBC to say that, yeah, it's quite impressive. It's not the best way to fund the organisation. It's the worst way to fund a media organisation. But why would they change it? Because they're making more money than their competitors are by scamming the British people. Mr. Davie was speaking with staff on Tuesday when he said it was glorious that the BBC had better budgets than some of the commercial operators and did not need to make a profit on everything. According to the Telegraph, he said, "It's truly amazing that we're pulling this off, by the way. That most households are pretty happy paying a licence being a forced payment. It's amazing what we're pulling off." Here's the thing, though, that the journalist didn't pick up on, and Mr. Davie's obviously not going to comment on. He says there, it's glorious that the BBC had bigger budgets than some of its commercial operators and did not need to make a profit on everything. ITV turns over about 1.4 billion quid a year. Licence fee income for the BBC is about 3.7 billion quid a year. And yet the most talked about shows on the telly pretty much come from ITV, for terrestrial stuff anyway, right? And they managed to do all that in 1.4 because they have to try. They have to try hard to bring in viewers, because more viewers means better sponsors, better adverts, and that means more money. And no, he says there, look, the BBC do not need to make a profit on everything. In other words, you're saying you're not incentivised to do better, to make better stuff, because you don't have to worry about making money. You can put any old dross out, any amount of repeats that you want to put out, and it makes no difference to you because you don't have to please advertisers. You don't have to get viewers in to keep advertisers happy. It doesn't matter. No matter what you do, you're getting 3.7 billion quid a year. You are not incentivised to do better. And that is the problem with the licence fee. So when he says here, it's truly amazing that we're pulling it off, by the way, it is. It's truly amazing. How they've kept it going for this long is astounding, because it is the worst way to fund a media organisation. But it does keep the fat cats lazy and doing nothing and having loads of directors of this and directors of that, because they can. They don't have to worry about it. The money's coming back in every year. And that most households are pretty happy paying a licence of being a forced payment. It's amazing that we're pulling it off. Well, the problem with that is that more and more people every month, every day, every week, every year, whatever, are turning against the TV licence fee. More and more people are learning that you don't necessarily have to pay it. And with the cost of living crisis and everyone trying to make cutbacks, people are looking at it, more people than ever. I can attest to that because I help as many people as possible. I've got my email address down there linked through if you want to talk to me about something. And I run a website called tvlicencestop.co.uk, which gives you all the information you need to not pay the TV licence fee. And I am getting more inquiries than ever through that, with people asking for help to save the 13 quid a month. So it is amazing that you're pulling it off, but times are a-changing, Mr. Davie. But it's nice that you acknowledge that it is truly amazing that you're pulling it off, because it really is. So further down in the article, it quotes Peter Bone, who's the Tory MP for Wellingborough. These comments seem to be from a parallel universe. My constituents hate being forced to pay a tax for a TV service that most of them don't want. If the BBC is as good as he says it is, then surely he won't mind it being a subscription service. I don't think it needs to be a subscription service. I think they can survive going commercial. They'll be incentivised to make better stuff, and the BBC will be better for it. I know. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below, because I couldn't believe that when I read that he'd actually said that. It's nice that he's acknowledging it, because he may not have it forever, eh? Well, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.